You don't know me. You know me.
Welcome to Book It Wrestling Podcast for the fans, by the fans. Where we book, rebook, and revisit your favorite wrestling storylines. I'm Commissioner Lil X Fudge, and today we are here with your GMs, Damone D Money,
Cheerio,
the bad guy Kenny,
Oh yeah.
and the 15th return of Hi-Fi Mike.
Party on, Garth.
So as the notable absent shows, we are not quite ready to pick back up with Travi T's Book It Verse. That will be next week's agenda, is continuing on with his promotion. But
there's an asterisk subject to
this
change.
card is subject to change.
Yeah, card is subject to change.
He's GPW, right?
yes. Global
Yeah,
Pro Wrestling.
GPW should be ready next week to continue on with more of that great Book It Verse content that you love and come here for. But today, we are going to give you something that's somehow worse. Just when you think you've heard some of the worst moments ever booked on Book It, or even in real life, this is worse than Tessa Blanchard signing with TNA in 2025. This is worse than Brock versus Roman getting another main event. This is worse than Bofa Rock. This is worse than Mike booking women's botches. This is worse than Damone killing somebody. This is worse than Jeff O'Reilly. This is worse.
I've killed multiple people, and there's always a pop.
This is worse than Travis hitting a repetitive ass Raven promo.
This is the future, and the future is now.
This is worse than Ground Zero, number 1.
It's not worse than Elvis Meng. So
This is worse than Elvis Mang.
no, Elvis Meng was GOAT.
What the fuck else? The crucifix match. All of those moments.
Whoever does it, no matter who does the crucifix match, it's always done bad.
Or Samoan rules. It's worse than all 5 iterations of Samoan rules we tried before the Bloodline did it.
I need y'all to re-listen to that match. I did it good.
I did it good too.
You had an MJF in a fucking skirt on an island.
He had to do what they told him to
Doing
do.
a sumo fight in sand.
Mine was just pretty much a street fight with
sand fight. A beach fight. But this show tonight will somehow be worse because the Book It boys have gathered together to write the worst show ever. We have researched and even asked our friend Alan Iverson to write some of the worst shows we could possibly think of. But we read that and we said, we think we could somehow do worse. We really can. When we put our brains together, we're going to think of the most diabolical, disgusting, and heinous bullshit that we could possibly put on a card. So, without any further ado, we're just going to kind of get into it. We can only hype this up so much before we run the well dry. So, let me pull up my document. I'm going to be the writer today, while this will be my writing team. So let me pull that up for my viewing audience, while the audio listeners will be following along as well. So first and foremost, what will the name of our show be? This could be original, existing, whatever you want.
Great Balls of Fire.
Great Balls of Fire. What do y'all think?
Great Dick of Fire.
Great Dick of Fire.
Dick of Fire is wild. Great Balls of Fire is fine.
I mean, we're going for really bad, right? So
Great Dicks on Fire.
Great Dicks on Fire.
Are we all agreeing? Great Dicks on Fire?
Great Balls of Fire.
I'm good with either. Great Balls of Fire is fine.
That's fine. I'm outvoted.
So Great Balls of
I'm
Fire.
just trying to make it as bad as possible.
If for those of you who did not suffer through watching WWE in 2017, that was a pay-per-view they did out of nowhere. just in the peak of their like
Brock
Brock
love.
run, repetitive ass bullshit.
There was actually a good match on that pay-per-view.
Yeah, that fatal 4-way. They
The Fatal
wasting
4-way,
Samoa
yeah.
Joe's prime.
I haven't gone back and watched it since it aired.
The LeVar Ball promo was so funny leading up to that. Like he like took his shirt off, started like, and
Yeah,
like
I hated that shit.
LaMelo Ball was saying the end, we're like, beat that N-word ass. So
He really was. Beat the nigga ass, dad.
So
Beat the
this
nigga
is
ass.
if we're going for a bad location, we're definitely going like North Korea, right?
That's what I'm going with. I was
We're
gonna
doing
go with
a WCW
Pyongyang.
route, we're doing North Korea.
Yep.
Hey,
I just
at least
watched.
we
I
know
just
that
watched.
show will be well attended because
Yes, I
the
just
attendance
watched
record
the
in
Dark
wrestling
Side.
is in North Korea. Collision in Korea.
Yeah. I just watched the Dark Side of the Ring on there, and like they were pretty much like, if we fuck up, we're gonna die.
Yeah.
And they were like ready to kill him. And like they were like, oh yeah, there's 100,000 people here, and it's like no, none of them paid for this, and they all had no choice.
Right.
And they also didn't know what they were watching.
So if we're in North Korea, we don't get much venue choice because I was thinking like we might have to like run some like dog shit market. But with North Korea, I think.
I mean, we just call it the Kim Jong Il Superplex, right?
Where was Collision in Korea held? Let me see.
Like, might as well just
Oh,
make
and
it
also
up.
I think we do this at 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Place is called.
So are they actually gonna air it around the world?
Yes.
Yeah, but nobody's gonna be up.
It's airing at 2 o'clock.
It's on one specific streaming channel.
Yes. What's the worst TV? It's on the fishing channel.
It's like it's on Tubi.
It's live on not Tubi. It's live on Vimeo.
Not Vimeo.
And you still got to pay $49.99 to watch it.
With ads.
So we're streaming on. Oh, why is this font so small?
Don't worry about the font. Just keep writing.
Streaming on Vimeo.
We streaming on what?
Vimeo
for $49.99 with ads.
$49.99 with ads.
And it won't stop buffering. It won't stop buffering.
And you don't get a replay.
You have to watch it live.
I mean, they're not going to want a replay. They're going to be thankful for the buffering when they find out what happens.
Because you can't even go back and watch it like as a joke. Like, no, you had to have been there.
You had to have been there to watch it.
And everybody else is going to be pissed they didn't see how bad it was. They're like, damn. Really wish I could figure that out. That would piss me off. Like, if I heard about something this bad, I'd want to go watch it.
It's like, nope, limited time.
Like, I want to watch Collision in Korea for real, but I can't find it anywhere.
Right. You're not going to.
You're not going to.
It doesn't exist.
Yeah, I don't think they recorded it.
They did not record it.
It was sold on pay-per-view.
No, it wasn't.
I swear it was.
No,
yeah, it got less buys.
I don't think it did.
Hold up, let me go back. I swear Collision in Korea was sold on
I'll look it up.
pay-per-view.
You do this.
Commentary, John Laurinaitis.
And Mike Adamle.
He wasn't that bad, guys.
He didn't know any of the moves' names. He didn't know people's names.
I didn't think he was that bad.
I
thought he was kind of mid, but I didn't think he was that
We got to have like a third like really bad commentator, somebody like out of left field
It
too.
was the biggest wrestling event ever because it had a crowd of 165,000 people because they had to go.
Yeah, you can't say that. It is, but it really isn't.
It really isn't, but okay, hold on. It does say pay-per-view. Was a professional pay-per-view event by New Japan and WCW. They did have it on pay-per-view. It was first ever hosted by an American professional wrestling company. All right. There's got to be a way to hunt this down. There's got to be a tape trader out there that uploaded this somewhere.
That's gonna be my mission this week because I gotta watch that.
Check Daily Motion.
Lita, remember Lita did commentary for a little bit.
I don't.
That wasn't that bad. I thought she did all right for the Cruiserweight Classic.
I'm trying to think of somebody who's like.
I know that like
I found it.
current day JR is really ass.
I found it.
I don't know. I think JR is not anymore, but he was good.
Yeah, current. I'm saying current day JR.
John, you didn't look hard. This was on YouTube.
Oh, I really haven't looked that hard, but
I'm definitely gonna watch the shit out of this though.
Yeah, I'm watching.
Apparently, Val Venus was on comment.
I'm watching this.
Val Venus did commentary. I think we have Val Venus. Yeah, Val Venus on commentary.
We'll just talk about like fucking conspiracy theories and MAGA shit now.
Can we get? We need to make it a 4-man commentary table because it has to be completely.
Oh, Chris Jericho.
I was thinking first year AEW Excalibur because he was awful.
I think Jericho is worse somehow.
I'll leave it up to
them. Jericho
would just yell the whole time on commentary.
Yeah, but all right, whatever.
You're an idiot.
I was gonna say silence.
That'd just be funny.
Was Excalibur really that bad? I don't like.
I hated Excalibur.
He wasn't great.
Year.
He's like clearly their best option now, which is crazy.
Well, yeah, easily.
Other than Nigel.
Tony Hinchcliffe.
Yeah. Fuck that. Yeah, put on Tony Hinchcliffe. He would be absolutely awful. He would be absolutely.
I think that's what we need.
He was
the worst part of his own show, and I wish that they would kick him off of Kill Tony. Then maybe I'd watch it.
God.
Yeah, Tony Hinchcliffe. Yeah,
Val Venus, God.
Yeah, he's gotta be the fourth man.
Hitchcliffe. Hopefully I spell that right. Hopefully he jumps off a cliff. That was funnier than his whole show right there. Fuck him. Like
he's the worst part of his own show. Like clearly,
he absolutely is.
Whenever I see clips, the like amateur people are the funny ones, and his jokes are all like he's like one of 20 whenever he tells a joke. Like for every 20 jokes he tells, one is funny.
So what is our branding and sponsors of this? Like we can make this like companies who sponsor the brand.
Enron.
Every single one of them. Well, who's the worst company?
It's nonstop.
It can also be like
Chick-fil-A.
The brand of like the wrestling company. So we could do like XPW.
Chick-fil-A.
What's Lance Armstrong's company?
Livestrong, right?
Yeah.
Enron.
No, it's just him.
He wasn't bad. He lost.
He lied about doing steroids.
He lied about doing steroids. He lost a testicle and he rides bikes. Let the man take some goddamn steroids.
Wait, here's the thing though. He lied and ruined multiple people's like careers.
Yeah, they should have taken steroids too.
No, not the people like
I didn't stutter. Did I say against. I don't care? They should have all taken
NFTs.
NFTs like
yeah. For sure.
NFT.
Crypto Zoo, Logan Paul's crypto scam.
You're doing Trump Tower.
Enron is out of. I'm gonna keep saying it. Enron needs to be on there.
MapQuest.
MapQuest.
You could only get to this on fucking SG.
All the old shit. 3D Dorito.
MySpace.
Stuff people just don't use anymore.
Definitely MySpace.
Circuit City.
Circuit City.
There you go. Hey, shout out to Circuit City.
You gotta get some like nasty shit on there too.
When Circuit City, so when I had my first laptop, one of the keys came off, and I went to Circuit City, and they took my computer for like 2 hours, and all they needed to do was give me a new key. They wouldn't give me one, so I just took one off the display computers and walked out. It worked. It was the same one.
I keep trying to think of like terrible wrestling companies because I've watched so many videos about like scam ass companies.
Oh, Tiger King.
Joe Exotic. Yeah.
Just him.
Just Joe Exotic. Joe Exotic for president, specifically.
What's Kanye West's school called? Donda Academy.
All right, we need one more real bad one.
I said Enron.
What's
Put
Enron?
Enron on there.
What is that?
It's the one.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it was it was like the tech company in the early or in the like 90s and 80s, and they got caught. It's ENRON. They got caught. It's like the classic scenario where they got caught. Like they went bankrupt. They were fudging the books, and when they got caught. They were when the FBI showed up. They were literally just putting papers into the shredder, like trying to get rid of evidence.
They was robbing. They was robbing.
Yeah, they was robbing. They was just They was just
Elon
fudging
Musk.
numbers.
Just put fucking Tesla
Elon
on
Musk,
here. What are we
yeah.
doing? Elon
That's
Musk
what-
is the cherry on top. That's where the X in XPW is from. This used to be CPW.
Well, XPW is like a real company. That's the one that like tried to be ECW after ECW. That was run by like
It's the
that
one
like
with like the porn
weird
guy,
porn star
right?
guy on Dark Side of the Ring,
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
have
He was
people
like
like
they were.
fucking killing each other behind the scenes, or like
Yeah, like they were like the one guy. He pretty much tried to kill him. Like two guys showed up to his house and like damn near murdered him.
but also
And
like their
he-
product was like disgusting. So they try to mix like
Porn
worse
and-
ECW with like porn. Like,
Yeah, like they'd be doing like wrestling in the front, like and then in the back they'd be shooting porn.
That's
I
kind of
mean-
unsanitary. I feel like.
I'm sure it was.
yeah, you got
Well,
fucking
and a lot of the-
Taboo bleeding out a bucket, going back there and getting his disease up on some girl. Like,
And then and a lot of the porn stars were doing the wrestling stuff too. Like he'd make them become valets and stuff.
yeah, Dark Side of the Ring episode, good stuff. Who's the general manager of this company, or like
The anonymous Raw GM.
The laptop.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say Donald Trump Jr.
I want the anonymous Raw GM in there.
anonymous Raw GM?
Is it who's reading it out
Now I'm
loud?
gonna get exposed for not being able to
Yeah.
spell
Reading out
anonymous.
loud, it's
Why?
John
It's a-
Laurinaitis with no voice.
No. What we're missing it here. It's fucking
Because-
Vince Russo.
No, because the commentary team, like
Bro.
the commentary read it, so he would come out there and be like, "Hey guys, the anonymous Raw GM has a message." For
All right. Well, I
everybody."
think co-GM should be Vince Russo.
It also sounds like Moose.
Vince Russo does
Vince-
deserve a place because when everything goes wrong, we gotta have Fire Russo chants going all night.
Wasn't Hornswoggle the anonymous GM?
Yes.
Yeah, they revealed that like 3 years after it ended. Like the like.
I-
killing
Yeah,
I,
I
of
knew
the
that.
I remember
story.
that. And wasn't
they-
Hornswoggle his Vince McMahon's son too?
Yes.
Yes.
Hey, the
Is that
theme
just a
song,
payoff for everything? Anytime they just
Yes.
And he
don't
was in
have him,
DX.
just
the
Hornswoggle.
theme song
Yeah.
should be by one of 3 artists.
Uncle
And these
Cracker.
are differing levels of bad.
Oh,
R. Kelly, Diddy, or Lost Prophets.
Hey, listen.
Why not all three?
yeah, all three of them. It's a remix.
They-
They're all three together.
Okay,
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but like the Lost Prophets song will actually be a banger. I hate that they were good. Like,
I
Kelly's
just
a dope.
wish
Ar-
that
I was
I
gonna
just
say, R.
wish that
Kelly-
Ian Watkins would just fucking kill himself.
It's supposed to, I
I
thought we were
would
doing
do.
bad music.
And I wish that they would like
That is true. They probably
they could
would be.
re-record the entire album.
well, we got to do a mashup of these 3 songs. So we're gonna do a
But they're
mashup
playing over each other.
of
Or no,
Ignition
it's just-
remix.
No,
I was
it's-
gonna say it's just Friday. The song Friday
no,
by
no,
Rebecca
it's,
Black. over
no,
and
what's,
over.
what's that group called with the white? With they had the white shirts and the black ties.
Which-
The wrestling
um,
group.
Right to censor.
Yeah, just
Oh,
that.
I was thinking a music group. I was like, who?
Can that just be in the mashup?
Yes, it's in the mashup.
Remix of the Ignition
Is it
remix.
just
What's Diddy's most popular song? I don't know his fucking music.
I mean, he did that Bad Boy for Life. We ain't going.
Bad
These
Boy.
are all good. Y'all are naming good songs. It's supposed to be bad songs.
But
the thing
made by
is,
together.
bad
they're-
artists.
They're good songs by bad people.
They're,
Hold on,
and
we
there's-
had
You're
new-
right. We want a bad song.
Just
right
like
to
this
the
is
people.
this is truly
We're
a
gonna
bad
make it
pay per
worse.
view by good people.
That new Kanye song, HH.
Yeah, that Kanye was pretty bad.
Ugh. There are people actually defending it, and I'm just like, what the fuck? What is happening?
Why
What's
did
the
you
one
make
he
this a
made
song?
on Yeezus? What was that? What was that song called?
Black Skinhead?
No, that song was actually good. That's the only good song on the album. It was the one he was like, "Ah!" He was just screaming the whole song.
I actually like the Yeezus album.
Ugh.
Yuck.
That shit.
You also like Donda. I never finished Donda. I have zero.
Donda bangers.
Ever finish it?
Look,
There's
man,
like 3
I
good
stopped
songs.
listening after Gold Digger came out. So
Damn.
Okay.
that was
That
like the
was
a
last
great
Kanye
album.
song.
I was gonna say you stopped a little too early.
That was a great album.
You stopped too early. We stopped too late.
Because I keep giving them chances.
No, that was it for me.
Which album was your last one, Mike?
Whatever fucking.
He said when Gold Digger was on. That was like
Oh,
late
that's wild.
registration.
Yeah, he had like 3 great albums after that, maybe 4.
Nah, I'm saying 0.
Yeah, I think we got the perfect mashup. A mashup of Ignition remix by R. Kelly, Bad Boy by Diddy, HH by Ye, Rooftops by Lost Prophets, and the Right to Censor theme. Perfect.
No.
Hey, keep in mind
Remove
they're all
all that.
playing.
Just
This
put right
is-
to censor theme.
You know what would make this
They're-
the worst pay per view?
What?
If nothing happened. You get the theme
No
song.
wrestling.
You get the announcers.
That would actually be a improvement over what we're about to do.
Oh, who should the ring announcer be?
Oh man, dude.
I'm trying to think of Godfrey.
Gilbert Godfrey.
Gilbert Godfrey.
That was just my
Oh.
show for 2 booking
Yeah,
versions.
I was like, that sounds familiar.
Gilbert Godfrey.
No,
is
don't
the
do
ring
Gilbert
announcer.
Gottfried. Do No, you need
Now
somebody
coming down to the ring.
You need somebody unenthusiastic. So like they.
Ben Stein.
Yes.
Yes.
Ben Stein. Because now coming.
You don't give a fuck. Don't want to be
to the
there.
ring.
To the ring. This wrestler.
Is that old boy? Is that dude from The Mask?
It's like the eye drop
It's-
commercial.
Yeah,
the guy-
clear
I
eye,
dropped-
red
Yeah,
nose.
clear
Yeah.
eyes.
We all
Bueller,
wear masks, metaphorically speaking.
Bueller, Ferris,
Bueller.
Bueller.
All right. So before we start the card, this is going to be XPW Great Balls of Fire from North Korea at the Rungrado 1st of May Stadium where Collision in Korea took place, streaming on Vimeo for $4.99 with ads and endless buffering. No replay. Commentary by John Laurinaitis, Mike Adamley, Val Venus, and Tony Hitchcliffe. The sponsors for tonight will be Live Strong, Crypto Zoo, MapQuest, MySpace, Circuit City, 4chan, Joe Exotic for President, Donda Academy, Enron, and Tesla. Your general managers will be the anonymous Raw GM Laptop and Vince Russo. And your theme song opening the show tonight will be a mashup of Ignition by R. Kelly, Bad Boy by Diddy, HH by Ye, Rooftops by Lost Prophets, and the Right to Censor theme blaring in the background.
Just the right to censor theme. Just play that. Just play that.
Kenny's enjoying that HH by Ye too much.
No, I'm not. I just want the right to censor theme to be on there. That's it.
They're all playing at the same time, so you can't
it's not
understand
even.
what
It's
any
just.
of it.
There's not even anything happening. It's just.
I almost want to, like, after this show is over, pull up a tab of like each of those things and see what that would sound like just for like a visual.
I feel
Sounds
like you
so
can tell
bad.
AI to do it and it'll spit something out.
That would be so bad.
Uh,
Okay, what's your
you
opening match?
spelled Hinchcliffe wrong.
I don't give a fuck. Fuck him.
I mean, you got everything else right.
So, what's our opening match?
So yeah, we got a card of 10 matches tonight. How we're gonna
Who's that? Who is that skinny dude with no chin? Ellsworth.
James
Yeah, we
Ellsworth
saw him
was
in-
the first Women's Money in the Bank winner. We will put
Versus-
respect on his name.
versus Velveteen Dream.
Yeah.
hard drive on a pole match.
Yes, absolutely. Hard drive on a pole match.
Yeah, that tracks with Vince Russo in charge. It's got to be on a pole.
Oh
match.
yeah, there's gonna be at least 3 poles.
We did see James Ellsworth when we went to Mania. Well, me and Kenny.
Yeah. And I was
And
hyped to see
Kenny
him. I was
also-
like, oh shit, it's James
Kenny
Ellsworth.
also saw Okada, but
did.
he was 5'6". It
He
looked
looked
nothing like
nothing
him.
like
It was not
I
blonde.
got really racist for like 2 seconds.
All right, Lex Luger
Against Giant
versus
Gonzalez.
I was gonna say Jimmy Snuka.
No. Just
No,
Giant
I
Gonzalez.
know what that match would actually be decent. I
We
just
want
I
bad
want bad
matches.
matches.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Jimmy
Giant
Snuka was
Gonzalez.
actually a decent worker.
Right.
Now put him
Lex
against a woman and
Luger
it can get ugly.
versus-
I was gonna say
My
losers.
lord.
Loser's girlfriend dies.
Lord.
God.
Damn it, Mike. Lex Luger versus. I'm trying to think of someone who Giant Gonzalez.
Giant Gonzalez.
I feel like he should
Giant
be the main event.
Versus
We need-
the Great Khali. Make it a triple threat.
No, I got. Or if we want, I have an idea for the main event. So I'll just tell you now. So
Okay.
it's in a Punjabi prison. It is, or it's
you
a
really want to
Punjab,
put something in a Punjabi
or
prison?
not a Punjabi prison. Sorry, it's
I don't
a
think that's bad
60-minute
enough.
Iron. It's a 60-minute Iron Man match. It's Ryback versus Goldberg. No spears with no spears allowed.
So Goldberg can kick and do a jackhammer
for 60 minutes. That's all you're getting is Goldberg
them
versus
Ryback. Each other and screaming each other's face.
Be the main event, but I feel like it should be on here because 60 minutes in the middle of a card is even worse.
Yeah, that is true. 60 just bored.
I don't really want to. I know it's supposed to be. Yeah, that would be worse. That would be. I don't want to watch it.
Yeah, do that for the second match. Worst slot.
Yeah, 60-minute Iron Man match.
Kick off the show with a 60-minute Iron Man match. I'm like, God, this match still on.
No, I think you start with that James Ellsworth match.
Actually, no. Quick. Make it a 120-minute Iron Man match.
I say make it the whole pre-show.
Make it, yeah, that's the entire pre-show. So
that's the entire pre-show. Ryback versus Goldberg for 2 hours.
With them commentating, they're just talking about like the show coming up, and they just be fighting in the background. They're not even showing on TV. You see in the background while they're talking.
They hear it.
They're still building the ring around them.
That match is awful. Just Ryback. They're gonna be gassed 2 minutes in.
120-minute Iron Man match.
They're gonna be gassed 2 to 10 minutes in, and they still got.
Who's allowing us to do this? Why are we doing it?
I asked ChatGPT for show ideas. This was one of them.
This is fun for me. I don't think it's fun for the listeners.
I feel like the listeners having a great time. Okay. Now the people in our imaginary world who have to actually watch this are tortured. I
had a terrible idea just now.
A 2-hour pre-show of nothing but Ryback versus Goldberg in a 120-minute Iron Man match with the Spear Band. Then we're opening the James Ellsworth versus Velveteen Dream in a hard drive on a pole match. And then what do we got for our second match on the main show?
Vito in a dress against against Viscera. And Viscera's looking, or Vito's looking good to him.
It's a bra and panties match.
No, make it the evening gown match.
Yes,
evening gown. Yeah.
I feel like for like our main event stipulation, we got to have like that anus explosion like match where they're trying to light a firecracker at each other's ass.
And don't forget, we need to have
the silver dollar street fight.
Everybody on the show is getting executed after this. You know this, right?
But we got to have the titles too. Like we got to choose specifically the title we want to put in there when we do it.
I wish I'd watched like our worst match tier list, so I could have shit like the silver dollar street fight and all the terrible things we saw in there. That's a great episode, by the way. Go back and listen to that if you haven't before. That's one of our best episodes, I feel like. So we got Vito versus Viscera in an evening gown match. What if we can somehow get a combination of good wrestlers in their worst possible situation just to make people sad?
Goldberg is 7, or not Goldberg. Goldust or Dustin is 7. Specifically is 7.
Oh no, Black Rain, even worse.
7 didn't even. Black Rain at least got to have matches.
7 had promos.
But that's the worst part is that Black Rain got to have matches.
7 had some vignettes, and then he debuted, and then he said, "No, fuck this."
Yeah, this
okay,
is dumb.
But Black Rain, he should have done that and didn't.
I'm okay with these. They're both not great.
Horrible.
So Black Rain,
a good wrestler, bad situation match.
When Ron Simmons had the helmet,
I don't even know what you're talking about.
There were I'm trying to think of what that gimmick is, or the name that was what they called him. It was something really dumb.
All right, I got an idea for a match. We're gonna do a 6-man working man match. So we got to put people with regular jobs gimmick, like we got to have the Dennis.
Come back to the Black
Rain. Jim Duggan.
Yeah, we gotta have like Kane in there when he was the Isaac Yankem. We gotta have Isaac Yankem in there. We gotta have Repo Man in there. Who else had a regular job? Fuck.
I mean, there was a lot.
What's his name?
No, you put in there. You put
the
Danny
dumpster.
DeVito as the trash man.
Yeah.
I eat trash.
Isaac
Dumpster.
Yankem.
We gotta think of all regular jobs.
Steven Regal, working man.
There you go.
He was a working man.
Duke the Dumpster draws.
It's just so stupid. The working man.
Who was the was it Goon?
The
hockey
Goon.
player?
The hockey player?
Yeah, the Goon, yeah. How many is that? 4?
I know there was more. Oh, IRS.
Yeah,
Yep.
he was a tax man.
So stupid.
I know there was one more because everybody had a fucking job.
Put in the
gimmick
Brooklyn
at one
Brawler.
point.
He was just a bum.
Hold on. I'm looking at a
There's
list.
gotta be somebody recent too that's had one. There's no way they stopped doing that entirely.
I mean, they kind of did stop doing that.
That was definitely 80s and 90s.
Fantasio. When he literally had one match and he was a magician. No, it's PH.
Like a phantasm.
Fantastic. Yeah. It's PHANTASIO. Just one S, yeah. And yeah, he had one match. He won the match by.
What did you?
I'm pretty sure. Fantasio.
Now that you said it, I can't say it right. It's Fantasio. Fantasio.
Fantasio.
Yeah.
He reached down the back of DeVito's tights, grabbed his boxer shorts clean off without ripping them. It was enough to secure the roll-up win. So he pulled his underwear off of him, and he rolled him up to win. That was his finisher.
I got an opponent for Black Rain.
Who?
Kerwin White.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah, black versus white. I like that.
Yes. Oh, they should make that like some kind of epithet if we really want to make it bad. But I'm not going to take charge of that department.
Let's do a Money in the Bank match, but with all animal gimmicks.
Money in the Bank's too good of a stipulation. We got to get some bad stipulations.
But I'm saying you do that, but you have like the gobbledygookers. Like you say his name, gobbledygooker.
Gobbledygooker.
Yeah, you got Mantar.
What if we did Feast
Yeti,
or Fire?
Yeti, and
Feast
then
or
the
Fire.
Animal Batista.
I don't want to put good wrestlers in there though.
I want Batista to be in there. He's like, bro, why am I in there?
Their worst possible gimmick, so it'd have to be like Leviathan Batista or fucking like Deacon Batista.
But the thing is, you gotta have all animals, and then you have like all these different animal gimmicks. Then have the Animal Batista after all that.
We should have Reverend Devon versus God.
Versus
him
God?
and
Yes. Reverend Devon. God lost the match. He's 0-1 in WWE.
Do a tag team match again. Tag team match with those two.
I want Cheeseburger versus Yokozuna.
Wait, is there somebody with like a devil gimmick like MJF versus
There's a lot of devil gimmicks.
The demon, the kiss
Aleister
demon.
Black. Oh,
he's good though. The kiss
so we
demon.
just do like Devil Mask MJF versus like Reverend Devon or something. I don't know. Like I feel like it should be like two devils versus like Reverend Devon and God. Like,
Reverend Devon and God versus the Kiss Demon and I'm trying to think of another one.
versus
like ones that were bad.
He had an actual wrestling name. It wasn't the Kiss Demon. That wasn't his name.
I feel like Devon and MJF would make it too good of a match, though.
Yes, it would make it too good of a match.
So yeah, we can't have somebody that could like.
What's that little
demon?
No, what's that little person that's like? Is he like a
demon.
devil gimmick, or what was he?
There was the demon who was the kid who was
the demon. That's the Kiss Demon. Yeah. They just couldn't call him the Kiss Demon.
Just the demon.
Actually, fuck Kiss. Do the Kiss Demon,
Well,
but only have one S, so we don't get, and put in parentheses so we don't get sued.
What about Mordecai? He's ass.
What about?
Yeah, that works. No, he's more good though.
Shaggy Too Dope.
Shaggy
He's too dope. Yep, I'm good with that.
And Violent J is the manager because.
But what does he have to do with this thing with God going on?
I mean, he's in the Dark Carnival and he's a serial killer. Even though the Dark Carnival was really God all the whole time, it was so stupid, but it doesn't matter.
Was that really the?
Oh yeah. The Six Jokers card came out and they revealed that the Dark Carnival was God the whole time. And Juggalos like God, and then they came out with the whole album after that, Hell's Pit, which is the opposite, but their personal beliefs are like into God.
That's a twist.
Yeah, but like I don't necessarily know if it was the Christian God. It was just God. You know, it's the whole.
Come on down to the greatest show.
Yeah, that's the song. That's one of the songs. Yeah.
Like James Mitchell having to work.
Yeah, dumb diddy dumb, get your ass out the way, cause here we come.
Damien Demento.
Swinging this axe.
Who the fuck is that?
Freak shows.
He was like a knockoff version of Papa Shango, but not. I think he's pre-Papa Shango, but it's bad.
People
actually
like
no. I got an idea for a match. After this.
Different match. Okay. So Damien Demento will do, because I feel like Shaggy Too Dope would be too good of a worker, and that him and Devon.
I mean, Shaggy Too Dope is yeah.
Yeah, we need Shaggy Too Dope is actually a half decent worker, and him and Devon could actually give you 3 minutes of good wrestling. We don't want that.
Okay, now hear me out.
DEM,
because I really want this Money in the Bank in there, but this is a Money in the Bank match for a wrestling contract, and it's all managers, all people that can't wrestle. So we got Paul Heyman. We got Paul Heyman in there. He's wrestling.
Well, if Paul Heyman ain't gonna pay shit.
He ain't got to pay nothing. He's wrestling. He's wrestling for a wrestling contract right now.
Bobby Heenan.
Can he wrestle? I thought he was.
No, he can actually wrestle.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
but we're talking older Bobby Heenan
versus James Mitchell. He didn't wrestle, right?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Paul Ellering? Did Paul Ellering wrestle?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did. You know Michael Cole.
Michael Cole's in good shape. He actually might put on a banger.
Trying to think of who else was a commentator. Or
Miss Elizabeth.
Not Sable. I was going to say Sable,
I said
but that's
Miss Elizabeth.
You said that. You said that with authority. What the fuck's her name? The original diva.
Sunny.
Sunny, yes.
I've never seen her wrestle before, so I don't know.
She can't. She was just pretty. That was pretty much her.
It was for a very short amount of time.
She was hot.
Does Stokely Hathaway wrestle?
I've never seen him wrestle.
I've never seen him wrestle either.
Versus Tony Khan.
The way he failed.
Pick 8 people, so it's overbooked.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
We gotta get a podcaster on there.
How many is that? 1, 2, 3. No, do 7.
Put
do 7. I was gonna say do 7 because it's a random ass number.
No, the last one is Shelton Benjamin's mom.
Yeah, that's a good actress. She might actually be a good worker.
Yeah, this is racist as fuck. I didn't realize that Kamala's manager was Kim Chi. I didn't know that. That shit is crazy.
Yeah.
So we're currently at 6 of our main card matches.
We need to add some more women. We don't have enough women on here.
We don't.
I still can't believe that they chose.
It's got to be something sexist.
We got to do Queen Charmel against.
There was like a Stand By Your Man match at DNA. That's a terrible stipulation.
Yes.
Yeah, let's do that. Stand by your man
It'd
match.
be like toxic ass couples, so I feel like we should use like Sonny and Chris Candido.
Well, Sonny's already in a match.
Yeah, she's already in there. We're not doing double duty on Sonny.
That would be pretty funny though.
Can you scroll up a little bit, John?
Hold on 1 second. Stand by your man.
I still can't believe that they chose Jason Jordan to be Kurt Angle's son.
Yeah, they really messed up. It could have been Chad Gable.
It would have been so much better if it was Chad Gable.
But hear me out. It's funnier because he's black.
He's black.
I get it. I get the joke, Vince, but it doesn't.
It's hilarious. He has a black son.
He likes black women.
He has a black son.
I want more.
Booker T's wife.
It's such good.
Charmel.
Just imagine. He likes colored women.
He likes animalistic sex. Bestiality.
I'm not a big fan of the blacks. Oh man,
it's my black son. My black son.
So this is we stretch this out in 2 days, right? That's how to make this worse. Or it's an all week event?
No, it's 5 days every day.
It's just one match every day.
Every week is we get 2 matches a day for
5 days.
5 days straight.
And when's the pre-show then?
You said what?
On day 1.
Pre-show is actually split up between 4 days. They have to camp out in between.
They take breaks.
The pre-show is played every day. It's that same match.
And actually, they're at random times. Like you don't know what time.
You don't know when
they don't announce. It doesn't. They don't announce when
it sits on
the
the
matches are happening.
It sits on a stay tuned screen.
Yeah.
And sometimes it'll go off, but it'll just be a video package.
And Fozzy is played throughout the night.
I was gonna say it's just North Korea.
The Jericho Cruise.
But it's not Fozzy with Jericho. It's Fozzy the Bear.
No, I was just gonna say it's North Korean propaganda playing the whole time when it's not on wrestling.
This is insane.
That would be this is random times.
This is outrageous.
One day it's in the middle of the day at 1 p.m. The next day it's at 2 a.m. The next day it's at 4 in the afternoon.
Yeah, so we need 3 more matches if we're gonna.
If we do this mixed tag match, but I feel like we need something like disgusting on here, like it's some death matchy.
No, yeah, we can do that.
I still want to see Yokozuna versus Cheeseburger.
In a death match.
In a death match, that's fine with me.
Oh, make it a triple threat. Add in Curryman.
Yeah,
Curryman and Cheeseburger might be able to get a good match out of that.
I was about to say, these are actually good wrestlers, though.
Honestly, Yokozuna is actually good.
Like they're both good wrestlers. I don't like this.
I think this would be fun.
Yeah, that might be too good of a match. We gotta get like there's way shittier big men like Butterbean.
Yeah, all right, but Steven
Butterbean is way better. Butterbean.
Yeah, we have occasional good wrestlers, but we got to surround them by shit wrestlers. Like we can't have like one good wrestler per match besides the Black Rain versus Kerwin White. That's 2 wrestlers in their worst possible forms. Like Black Rain was terrible, even in ring.
Make the Black Rain and Kerwin White match an Inferno match.
Butterbean versus Cheeseburger.
There you go. That's fine.
Yeah.
It goes with the food theme too.
Loser gets the ear bit by Mike Tyson. He called the Hungry Man.
Loser gets fed to
Inferno
Mike Tyson.
match. Those are never good.
Yeah, Inferno matches are always bad.
Loser gets like roasted and served to Mike Tyson.
There you go. Except Butterbean versus Cheeseburger. Death match.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need 3 more matches.
Is that including the pre-show or without?
That's not including pre-show.
Okay, perfect. So are we doing the standby with your man?
Yes.
Okay.
This is right after the death match too, so there's rubble and stuff everywhere from that death match, and then it's just
we need some toxic ass couples for this.
And I feel like we need it can't just be a normal death match. We gotta get a disgusting one.
It's Paige and Alberto
Wait,
Del
is
Rio.
the anus exploding one with the firecracker a death match?
Yeah, the anus exploding death match. Yeah,
We can't do Paige
and
Alberto Del
Alberto.
Rio.
We want
We can't do that.
I feel like there's got to be a spot where like he can't open Butterbean's butt cheeks up
and then
find
Charlotte and Andrade.
for the firecracker.
We can't do that match.
I thought we were
What
trying
were
to
you
make
saying,
this
buddy?
bad.
We can't have a match be in bad taste after a food match. We can't do it.
What were you gonna say, Mike?
I Kenny doesn't like my idea.
We can't.
Paige and Alberto Del Rio, and then Charlotte and Andrade.
We
Okay,
can't
but
do
that match would actually be good.
We can't do that first tag team. We cannot.
Like Andrade
so then,
and Del Rio probably
we
have
already
good
put Miss
chemistry, too,
Elizabeth.
'cause
So
they
you can't
probably
do
work
Miss
together.
Elizabeth and Edith Lex Luthor.
We can't do a T for somebody like whooping the other person's ass. We can't do that.
I feel like that's kind of the point of this, though.
Right, that's the whole point of it. Jimmy.
We're playing Diddy and R. Kelly as the fucking opener. Like,
Jimmy Snuka.
I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that.
We're sponsored.
If anything,
by
the James Ellsworth versus Velveteen Dream one is the worst one so far, honestly.
Yeah, we got Velveteen Dream fight for a hard drive. Like,
what we can do?
We gotta have a line somewhere, guys.
Do we?
Yes. We can't have domestic violence on here. We cannot do that. It will be bad wrestling. It's supposed to be lighthearted.
Look at Kenny being the good guy.
Right?
Yes, it's supposed to be lighthearted and fun.
We've definitely had
Mark Henry and Mae Young.
yes, absolutely.
There you go.
With Hand as their manager.
And the Hand is controlled by Harley Cameron.
We'll call him Handy to make it worse.
Yeah.
Ew. Stacy Keibler and David Flair.
I was gonna say Dolph Ziggler and
that was a real they were a real wrestling couple.
Well,
Dolph
and Mark Ziggler had a good match though.
No, Katie Lee Burchill and Paul Burchill.
They were not the couple that's incest.
Exactly. Like I said, you can do that one.
The lesbians.
Yeah.
The lesbians.
Do the Burchills, Paul Burchill and Katie Lee Burchill. And their manager is Mr. Sacco.
What the fuck? I just pull up my whole task manager.
Yeah, their manager is Mr. Sacco.
I feel like you're one click away of showing us your private tabs.
You think I'm gooning on my computer like some kind of 90s?
I hate the term gooning.
Yeah, right? You are an adult, sir.
You don't use that laptop? Mr. Sacco, yeah. Because there's going to be a spot where Mr. Sacco and the Hand go at it.
Stacy Keibler and David Flair.
Oh, it's a it's a fatal 4-way? Yeah. Stand by your man?
Okay. I mean, those fatal 4-way tag matches are the worst because like there's only 2 legal people.
Yeah, you're right.
So that'll piss people off in the meantime. And David Flair wrestling is like legendary.
What was Beaver Cleaver's mom?
I can't remember.
We can do Test and Stephanie McMahon.
I feel like they weren't bad. It was just
DDP and Paige, or not Paige. DDP and what's his
Sarah?
Sarah? No,
it was Paige, or wasn't it?
No, he was Dallas Page. That's why. But no, I forgot what his ex-wife's name was. Kimberly.
Kimberly, yeah. Dawn Marie and Al Wilson.
Yes.
What about Al Snow and Head?
Make it a fatal 5-way.
I like that one.
Al Snow and Head or Dawn Marie and Al Wilson was fucking crazy. That's a deep hole.
Just add them both. Fuck it. Don't matter.
Macho Man.
That whole story was crazy.
I didn't know nothing about that story. That just sounds crazy.
Pretty much, Dawn Marie was banging Tori Wilson's dad. Was the story, and Tori Wilson did not like it. And like, there's like one. Well, she didn't like that Dawn Marie was a gold digger.
Hey, she's a gold digger. Way over down.
I feel like we should have a bad Book It versus Gimmick battle royal.
Wow. A six-way one. So we do one from each person, and then include Keith's in there too.
All right, then you might as well put.
Well, that's not battle royal. I feel like we should get at least. We should try to get like a full ring.
Oh, I'm sitting there thinking of a 6-man one. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, so you try to do one.
So, might as well put in Mang.
Elvis Mang for sure.
Elvis Mang.
He's number one. He's number
Screeching
one.
Sting.
Chef O'Reilly.
Yeah. TCW Tessa.
You said what?
TCW Tessa.
Can you just throw Travis's Raven impression in there?
So who?
Travis's Raven impression. It's just him over the Titantron.
Well, this will be narrated by Travis's Raven promo.
Love you, Travis.
Trying to think of other ones.
Both for Rock.
I think of other ones that we did. We said, "Nah, this ain't it.
This ain't it."
Ooh, I know they're out there.
The problem is remembering them.
Yeah, the problem is remembering a lot of the gimmicks are the ones I mostly remember.
Owen Hart, that will never forgive you.
Yeah,
an unforgiven Owen Hart.
Unforgiven Owen Hart.
Original Dance Theory, the original version of Dance Theory.
Oh, Dance Theory. Oh, The Future.
The Future.
The entire team.
What was the one that y'all? Oh, One Bad Day, Kane.
Yeah.
Okay, just putting Kane on a bad day. Kane on a bad day.
On a bad day.
Just one bad day.
Just one bad day.
Oh, The Gatherers with them Doo-Doo Brown.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of shit from John's Forgotten Show.
I was about to say that meat.
Something from the crucifix match.
Just
put the crucifix itself in there.
Just a crucifix.
There's a crucifix outside of the ring.
Yeah, I imagine like it's like one of those giant ones that people like carry on like for like Easter and shit. It's one of those that's just sitting in the ring, like against the turnbuckle, and they gotta like the spot where they like have to eliminate the biggest person in the ring. They all of them get together and they all put out the effort to get the crucifix out of the ring.
Oh,
it's the big
Raven
man
promo?
in the match.
The Raven promo that is happening should be done with my LeVar Ball impression.
John Moxley. A retired John Moxley. A retired John Moxley.
It should be John Moxley.
Because y'all got on me for that, for retiring him. So yeah, throw him in there.
I liked it, but I know somebody had a problem with GM Punk.
I didn't think that was bad.
It wasn't.
No, it wasn't bad. No,
I heard it was awful the first time I said it.
It was the name. It's just I didn't like the name.
I liked it.
But him himself was actually.
Oh, what was one? Did Keith have any atrocious ones?
Or I don't even remember. Keith
Keith went to the first season.
What was the match that your friend Danny said that yes, this is a piss break match.
This is definitely a piss break match, guys.
I don't remember what the match itself was, but
just put piss break match.
Just call this the piss break match.
Yeah, we'll do a piss break.
No, literally have a piss break in it. Just be like,
They're
all right,
in the
guys.
match.
All right, guys,
Mid-match.
this is the time for you to go piss. You guys got 5 minutes. And then there's a timer
Yeah, but
on the
during
screen that
that
goes
time, 2 awful wrestlers are in the ring.
No, don't show anything. Just have a legit
Just
timer
piss
on the
break.
screen.
That'd actually be
counting
pretty
down.
funny. I'd pop for it in a comedy
Like
match.
mid-match. Yeah, like
mid-match is
mid-match.
like a
just
5-minute
like,
counter.
Wait. A timer starts.
Literal piss break.
You gotta have the wrestlers all talking to each other.
Charity Samoa Joe.
Yep.
Yeah, Charity Samoa.
Dead
McFoley.
Yeah, Dead McFoley.
He's hanging at the Titantron. The whole match, he's hanging. That is dark.
And then just like Charlie Haas for some reason. I don't know why Travis always booked him.
Charlie Haas. Yeah, just add Charlie Haas.
Booking guest Charlie Haas.
Nice part before he was saved.
Which means he's not showing up.
Put in nice part before he was saved.
Fucking Tessa.
We already put racist Tessa.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
Oh, I see it now.
Having a piss break in the middle of a match, the piss break for the wrestlers is crazy. Also have urinals or
say they all actually stop and piss.
Yeah,
Mike, who's the one that stumbled?
I don't think that you have urinals. I think they all get out of the ring, go up into the back, piss, and then come back out.
No, I was gonna say you have
wrestlers
like,
don't. No, wrestlers don't piss. They stop.
No,
like,
I think the wrestlers.
Stops.
I think the wrestlers should have actually also.
I was gonna say no. You have like 2 porta potties, but only 2.
Yeah, and they have to take. You have to wait for them
up.
all to be done.
Yes, you have to wait. Everyone has to wait in line, but they still only have the 5 minutes. If you don't get back in the ring before the 5 minutes is up, you're eliminated. So
everywhere.
you could have to pee. Also, before the match starts, everyone has to drink a bottle of water.
Who stumbled in your match, Mike?
It was just a stumbling. That was
But
it.
Did
it was just somebody stumbled. I don't know who.
It was a women's.
That wasn't even the first time I said somebody stumbled back, because people stumble back all the time after a move.
Oh, plane crash Carmella.
That was not hated. Everyone was glad that I stopped.
Yeah, that is true. I think that's enough for that.
Okay.
All right, that's the main event, right?
Change this into a Samoan rules battle royal match. Samoan rules battle royal match. But there's a bounce house.
Bounce house battle royal match?
Yeah, bounce house battle royal match. Samoan rules. And there's a glass ceiling. I'm just kidding.
The glass ceiling got all good ratings, though. That's actually a good gimmick.
Yeah.
Like,
I
can't believe that worked.
How many are we at?
Battle Royal.
I think we got 2 more matches left. If I remember
So
correctly.
we got on the main card 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We are on the main event.
Oh, main event. Giant Gonzalez.
Well, what's our stipulation?
I feel like
we got to get like the most ass wrestlers we can think of.
Giant Gonzalez and Great Khali in an Ultimate X match. Like, they're struggling. And that match's gonna be long because they can't get across.
Add in Hornswoggle too, and El Torito.
They can't reach it. They can't reach it.
Lazy Brock in there.
Scroll up a little, John.
Up here.
Up again. Yep, there.
He meant to say down.
Ultimate X. Giant Gonzalez, Great Khali. Hornswoggle. Eva Marie, just cause.
Bastion Booger.
What's her name? Summer Rae.
Summer Rae. She wasn't that bad.
She was god awful.
I didn't think she was that bad.
She wasn't that bad. She was mid. She was perfect mid.
I want to put Brock in here so bad, but I know there was a point where he was good, so he might be too good for this.
Yeah, he'd be able to do it.
Beaver
that couldn't actually climb it. I'll show you people that couldn't do it.
Oh,
I was gonna say Beaver Cleavage, but he's actually Mosh, so he's actually
decent.
I'm trying to think of the heaviest wrestlers ever.
What's his name? He wore the
King Kong Bundy.
mask.
King Kong Bundy.
The Taskmaster?
Oh, the Shockmaster?
Shockmaster.
The Shockmaster.
He said Taskmaster. He put an actual Marvel comic character.
No. Taskmaster was fucking whatchamacallit. Short dude.
I know you're talking about.
They thought that he killed Chris Benoit.
Kevin Sullivan.
Kevin Sullivan. Yeah, he was the Taskmaster.
I feel like we should have Chris Benoit and Kevin Sullivan in the Stand By Your Man match.
Damn it! See, this is why I didn't want to do that.
No, it would be what's her name on a pole match?
Woman on a pole, because that's what they call her.
Yeah, woman on a pole match.
I feel like we need an exploding barbed wire death match somewhere.
We need 2 matches going on at the same time.
It can be the evening gown and Inferno match.
And there's only one ring.
They can't.
The Working Men in the God match.
That's wild. You can kind of do it like the how they do the war games, but no like cage or anything like that. Just the 2 rings side by side. Just have them going on.
I didn't know Kevin Sullivan died.
Yeah, recently.
Yeah, last year in August.
Yeah. I forgot, but now that you said it, yes. That information came flooding back. I was just watching WCW and he was on it, so I forgot.
Are we gonna put the worst titles in here?
Yeah, we can do that. So,
spinner title. Fuck that.
So is every match gonna be for a title?
Not every match. Not every match. But like,
the Ryback versus Goldberg should be for the speed title.
Yep.
No, it can't be because it's 120 minutes long. It's not 3 minutes.
Yeah, that's the joke. That's the fun. That's why it's dumb.
Okay. No, the 24/7 title. Because this match will go for 24/7.
Well, it's only going for 120 minutes.
You should have made it for 24/7.
They're booked for 3 minutes, but it keeps going.
That match is also going on at the same time throughout the entire show.
All right, what are James Ellsworth and Velveteen Dream fighting for? Well, they got the
hard
drive. Yeah, it's the hard drive. You get the winner gets the hard drive.
All right, any titles for the simultaneous matches?
Versus Viscera, Black Rain versus Curran White.
I say Black Rain versus
Curran White could be for the TNA Legends Championship.
I say one of them's for a women's championship.
Vito Viscera, the Divas title
for sure.
The Divas, the Butterfly Divas
Butterfly title. That might be the ugliest title. I don't know, between that and the spinner, man. I fucking hate that.
I don't hate the spinner.
I really don't either. It made sense for its time. Like it made sense.
It just should have only been on John Cena.
That shit was ugly.
No, it definitely should have only been on John Cena. It definitely should have only been on him. But like,
yeah, it didn't make sense for like Triple H to have a spinner.
So is Black Rain versus Curran White for a title?
I
think the Legends Championship's always funny.
Trying to think of the worst titles.
Oh, you know who's not on here is M. Ziggler.
M. Ziggler.
Mike Ziggler.
I forgot about
that.
He's managing Curran White.
Oh, we should have done a white boy challenge on here.
It's not too late.
Throw it on there. It's happening at the same time as the other 2 matches, though.
It's happening outside the 2 rings. So Rodney Mack versus who?
The Brian Kendrick
All the racists on here.
That's what I'm saying. The Brian Kendrick gonna be in there.
Hulk Hogan
versus
does
Hulk
the white boy
Hogan.
challenge.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan is the one.
He's the last one in the white boy challenge. Like he fights like 5 back-to-back white people.
Oh, so we just gotta get a straight white boy gauntlet challenge.
Yeah, white boy
gauntlet.
gauntlet. That's crazy.
So we got the Brian Kendrick.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan.
Is this where you put?
Hogan's gonna be the last one.
Heidenreich.
He do something?
No. Well, he sexually assaulted Michael Cole backstage.
He was not good.
I mean, like, I was thinking just get all the actual racists on there.
We can put what's his name, Nathan White, that big tall dude that couldn't wrestle.
Oh, Nathan Jones.
Nathan Jones. I knew something like that. I said Nathan White. Nathan Jones.
Think of people who actually like said some diabolical shit.
Kerwin White could have been in this too.
Well, Val Venus would have been one of them, but he's busy doing commentary.
I mean, look, he can do it. I mean, there's 3 other commentators that'll be okay. Like
Old Jericho.
I'd say Old Jericho is still better than
I would say, don't we have Jericho on commentary?
No, we did. We ended up going with fucking Tony Hinchcliffe instead. I'm trying to think of some wrestlers who like are on some racist. Oh, who's that one that Nazi wrestler, the fucking like Finnish guy?
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, from Dark Side of the Ring.
Yeah.
He's got to be in the white boy challenge.
Borgia, Ludwig Borgia.
Ludwig Borgia. Okay, damn, that was a good pull.
And Hakeem the Dream.
Yes, Hakeem the African Dream. Yes.
Bless you.
Hakeem the Dream.
He comes out thinking he's gonna like team with Rodney Mack.
Let's take all the white people together, and he's like, nah. He beats him up.
And then it could be Voodoo Kim Mafia blackface.
I forgot that.
Damn it.
Blackface Billy Gunn.
Now I got one more match I want to add in there now.
What?
I need one more racist.
Because it's kind of like the white boy challenge, but it's gonna be a little
Mark
different.
Henry.
It's JBL at the border. He's gonna be fight people at the border. JBL versus the Mexico.
I hate that I'm Googling racist wrestlers.
You'll probably get a lot of results.
I mean, Vince.
Ole Anderson.
Who?
Ole Anderson.
Who the fuck is that?
He's one of the fake Andersons. Actually, I don't know. The Andersons aren't like actually Andersons.
They're not a real
like,
family.
Right. He was like a huge announcer, or not announcer, but promoter and stuff. But he was a racist piece of shit.
We'll do Ole Anderson for the sickos. Is it spelled like this?
That's Ollie.
Oh no, it's OLE.
All right. And then Kenny wants to do JBL at the border.
JBL at the border. JBL at the border. He's trying to secure the border. That's throughout the night. That's throughout the night. We keep going back to him at the border, protecting it.
I got one more stipulation for this pay-per-view. You have to be wearing 3D glasses.
Everybody does, or like the people watching it.
People watching it on TV. You gotta wear the 3D glasses.
But they don't actually do anything.
No.
They're just Team 3D replica glasses.
I remember like being a kid, and like there were certain shows it would be like this week in 3D.
It was.
I think you're right. I think it was Hey Arnold.
I had the glasses. It actually did kind of do something if I remember, but later on they just made it normal. So.
All right.
And then last but not least,
I think I have it somewhere on a tape downstairs.
Kenny, what were we gonna say?
And last but not least, 100 Men versus Gorilla Monsoon.
That's not where I expected that sentence to end.
And it's 100 random people from the crowd. So we're gonna see if a gorilla can actually beat 100 men.
Let's get some results. How can we make this worse?
Oh, we're not.
So who is winning the speed? Oh, we didn't do all the titles. We'll do that as we go, I guess. Who's winning the speed title between Goldberg and Ryback?
Wait. No, wait. Only keep that as the title. The pre-show is the only one with the title. Everything else is just
besides the Divas title, right? Or
besides the Divas title, yeah. Everything else is for nothing.
In a hard drive.
Yeah, in a hard drive. Yeah. So the Ryback versus Goldberg match.
Yeah, who's winning?
Ryback. And we get a feed me more chant from the crowd. It pops for him.
I feel like we should bury the new talent. Go Goldberg.
The hard drive.
Bury the new talent.
The hard drive.
Goldberg wins by exhaustion. He just happens to fall on Ryback.
They both fall, and it's a draw. It's a draw. All that. There's no win. Neither one got a pin or a submission.
Yeah.
Time limit draw. No sudden death.
Yeah, time limit draw. And they both passed out.
What was the fight? Was it Kimbo and Donda?
It was like Dada 5,000, whatever his name was.
Yeah, Donda 5,000 and Kimbo Slice, where they both were pretty much dying at the end of the match. The one Donda actually almost did die.
I thought he did die for like 30 seconds. I thought he did.
He was. Yeah, it was like it's so bad. Like they got gassed like 2 minutes in, and they just weren't doing anything for like the rest of the fight.
So for Ellsworth and Velveteen Dream, the loser gets arrested by the cops outside the ring, and then they search that hard drive.
We can have Big Boss Man waiting on the winner. He said, "Come on." After all that entire match, come on.
They both get arrested.
Yeah, so Big Boss Man is actually the winner. Just put Big Boss Man in that.
The winner is Big Boss Man in Society.
All these swerves.
Chris Hansen Society.
So who are you here to see?
Take a seat. You see.
So
I have the transcripts. Just tell me.
You said you're going to blank her blanket, so she blanked all over the floor.
Who are the winners of the simultaneous matches?
So Vito and Viscera in an evening gown match for the Divas title.
Vito wins.
Yeah, Vito has to win. And when he wins, he throws like the bottom of his dress over his head. Like he's just freaking out. And then
Vito wins. And Viscera proposes after.
They kiss. Love won.
Love wins.
Executed. They're definitely getting executed after this. This is in North Korea. They are not allowed.
True. I'm gonna say Kerwin White survives the Inferno match. You know what they say? If it ain't white, it ain't right.
And that promo leads you straight into the White Boy Challenge.
I like that. The White Boy Challenge. Rodney Mack wins. Rodney Mack wins.
Like Hulk Hogan winning makes it the worst possible.
Hulk Hogan wins with a finger poke of death.
He says, "Yo, homeboy, welcome to the hood, brother." Hulk Hogan's neighborhood, that is, man.
Hulk Hogan wins wearing a do-rag.
It's a black do-rag that he wears now.
He definitely was rocking do-rag.
He's got a red do-rag that says "Make wrestling great again."
Oh, I was gonna say instead of Hollywood, it says the N-word
in the yellow letters.
Yeah.
Rodney Mack winning that is too good.
The fact that Hulk Hogan was balding that badly at 28.
Yeah, he was young.
Well, that's what happens when you take testosterone and steroids.
That's why his hair was thin like that.
Because it was not just and
the thing
shiny
is,
bald.
He could have cut it. At no point did he ever pass his mind. I'm gonna cut this.
I mean, he did kind of go short, but yeah, he always had that horseshoe.
Yeah.
And now I think it is cut, and it's if I remember correctly, it's his hat is connected to his bandana, and if he has it, it's connected to the bandana.
It's disgusting.
Fake hair.
Yeah.
And it's Hogan now. It's Hogan now. It's not in his prime. This is Hogan now winning this match.
So who's winning the working man 6-man tag match?
So we got Isaac Yankem, Repo Man, and Steven. I'm about to say Steven Seagal. Steven
I
Regal.
feel like Steven Regal should never be tagged in.
Against the Goon, IRS, and Fantasio.
Team Goon.
I was about to say, the Goon wins, and the crowd's chanting, Goon, Goon,
Gooner.
We want the Goon. We want the Goon.
And then, Isaac Yankem and Repo Man refuses to tag in Steven Regal.
And I want a chant battle between Goon and Yankem. They be like, Yankem, we want the Goon. Yankem, we want the Goon.
That's just Joe. What Joe hears in his head every night.
We got Reverend Devon and God versus the Kiss Demon, Please Don't Sue, and Damian Demento.
It's Kiss Demon with one S for legal reasons.
I feel like God's got to win this.
Devon and God.
Yeah,
God gets the
God win.
Nah, man, give it to the demons.
And then when Reverend Devon wins, then that's when we get Mordecai shows up. And they tease that feud. It's like, what's gonna happen here?
God turns heel.
That would be crazy.
That'd be wild.
Yeah. Do that.
It was me all along, and it's
do
Satan.
that. After Devon wins, he get electrocuted. Like a bolt of lightning just comes down and shocks him. That's God turning on him. We're going straight to hell for this one.
It's really Flanders.
I'm about to do 30 Hail Marys after this.
He's just gonna listen to Tupac and that song over and over.
You said I gotta do 30. I gotta do 30 Hail Marys. I'm listening to Tupac 30 times.
Yes. Hail Mary.
That was good. That was a good one.
Imagine you die, get to heaven, and like God's like, whoa, I gotta stop you. What was up with me turning heel on Devon? Like that's the thing that keeps you out of heaven.
I was gonna get in, but then I had to turn heel.
He's like, you paired me with fucking Mordecai?
Because they make it seem like God turned him. They're like, but God turned him. I was like, oh no, it's Mordecai.
So
Paul
who's
Heyman,
winning the wrestling contract?
I mean, I want Shelton Benjamin's mom to win.
So we got to name the people that's in it because people probably don't remember. So we got Paul Heyman, James Mitchell, Michael Cole, Miss Elizabeth, Sonny, Stokely Hathaway, Tony Khan, and Shelton Benjamin's mama.
I feel like Shelton Benjamin's
a random kid
good because she can at least cut a promo. It should be like Tony Khan on a line.
I was gonna say a random kid in the stands.
Nicholas.
Right,
not even just a random kid.
The hops the barricade.
And they knock it off, and it goes flying into the crowd, and a kid catches it, and he's the winner of the Money in the Bank.
We have Paul Heyman and Tony Khan. They're both climbing the ladder, and they're both about to grab the briefcase. And then Shelton Benjamin's mom she's crawling because she can't walk because she's in a wheelchair, and she pushes the ladder over, and they both go flying through two tables. And then she's climbing. She takes forever to climb that ladder too. She's climbing it, and then she gets the briefcase. Shelton Benjamin's mom is the winner.
So we going with the random kid or Shelton Benjamin's mom?
A random kid from the audience is coming out there, like security.
They're fighting up there, and they're like doing the push and pull with the briefcase, and it comes off, and they're fighting over it, and then it flies off like a Disney Channel, like one of those things, where it's in slow motion. And you just see the briefcase spinning in the air in slow motion, and then lands in the front row in a random 2-year-old's lap or 8-year-old's lap. And they announced that he's the winner.
Eddie's $1 million cook-off winner is him.
His dad who's smoking a
and he gets the contract.
Yeah. Yeah, random 8-year-old North Korean is your Money in the Bank.
It's a North Korean kid.
Yes,
it's actually a random redneck.
As soon as
a random redneck in North Korea.
One white person.
You know who it is? No, you know who it is. It's the son of Green Shirt Guy.
Somehow Green Shirt Guy's still there. He probably went to Collision in Korea the first time.
Security's about to snatch him up, and he does that little Disney. What's that movie called? Double Team.
All right, so who's winning the anus explosion death match between Butterbean and Cheeseburger?
Butterbean.
Butterbean, yes.
Yeah, Butterbean because Cheeseburger can't find the hole.
That's so gross.
This
is so gross.
This is a crazy statement.
I can't find the hole.
The firecracker can't.
That's the thing that keeps us out of heaven.
Remember, you had an 80s explosion death match between Butterbean and Cheeseburger where he couldn't find the hole.
Yeah, I didn't mind you turning me heel, but that's where you push the limit.
And that's where you go into hell. And and you got to find the hole when you're in hell. You gotta...
It's the only way out.
The hole or the hole finds you.
It's open it up.
That's your purgatory. You got to find the hole.
Who should win the Stand By Your Man 5-way mixed tag match?
So we got Mark Henry and Mae Young with hand, aka Handy, in this one. Paul Burchill and Katie Lee Burchill with Mr. Sacco. Then we got Stacy Keibler and David Flair. Then Dawn Marie and Al Wilson and Al Snow and Head.
I feel like David Flair should squash Mark Henry.
Is it an elimination match?
Well, is it?
It can be.
That would make it last like 10 times too long.
Yeah. But a double elimination, you have to get pinned twice to get eliminated.
Did Paul Burchill and Katie Lee Burchill kiss?
I think they came close a couple of times.
That's what happens when they win. They just kiss in this one.
Love wins.
You said double elimination?
Yes, you have to get pinned twice.
Yeah, fuck that.
I didn't say we wanted to be good, right?
I know. I'm like, that sounds insane.
Hey, like this night of the show is probably the worst night. This is like night 4 or 5, and you're getting nothing but Butterbean, Cheeseburger, 80s explosion, and then an hour of this.
This is the Wednesday show. This is crazy.
I
said no. I say yeah. It's the Burchills, and Mr. Sacco's like right next to me. He's like kiss, 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 kiss. He's starting to kiss. And you can see Mick Foley at the bottom of like the camera view, like kiss, kiss, kiss. We're promoting incest this episode.
They get the wincest. Am I right, gamers?
Yeah,
yeah.
Wincest is crazy.
All right, who is winning the Samoan Rules Bounce House Battle Royal for Bad Boogie versus Gimmicks?
Elvis Sting, Screeching Sting. They rhyme a little bit. What's that rhyme a little bit? Chef O'Reilly, Racist Tessa, Beaufort Rock, Unforgiving, Owen Hart, Dance Theory, The Future, Kane on a Bad Day, The Gatherers, Masturbate, A Crucifix, John Moxley, A Piss Break, Charity Samoa Joe, Dead Mick Foley, Book a Guest Charlie Haas, Mean Pac, and Stumbling Carmella. And it's all narrated by Travis. Travis says Raven.
Yeah, Travis the long ass Raven promo and John's LeVar Ball voice.
Which is also his Teddy Long voice.
And Booker T.
And Booker T.
And the winner is Kane, because now it's his good day now.
Kane.
Oh, we should have done all the Kanes in the match. Cocaine.
Kane has a bad day. It's so
good. Ice Cube comes out after the match and joins Kane in the ring. Today was a good day.
That's his new theme song after that. Kane joins the Crips.
So it's kind of like Happy Corbin.
He stops wearing the red and becomes the big blue machine.
It's just Kane with a Hawaiian shirt on.
Blue Kane happens because he becomes a Crip with Ice Cube.
Yeah, Kane coming out to today is a good day is crazy.
That's nasty.
Who's winning Ultimate X between the Giant Gonzalez, Great Khali, Hornswoggle, Eva Marie, Bastion Booger, King Kong Bundy, and Shockmaster? Well,
the fans.
I think the Shockmaster should shock the world.
The fans who's winning.
I say we give it to the Shockmaster and his helmet comes off at the end.
Yeah.
He wins it, he's cheering, and his mask comes off, or not mask, but his helmet comes off like Joanna Man's hair did.
As he's dropping down from the Ultimate X, the helmet drops off.
People are freaking out, like, why?
No, he falls down and he gets stuck in the ring. Like literally stuck in the ring. Falls through the ring.
Like fake Sting did when they went through the thing.
Yes. But he can't get out. He's just stuck. And they leave. Like no one helps him. They all just leave. The arena empties immediately and they all just leave.
All right. Is Gorilla Monsoon beating 100 men or not?
Okay, look, for this, it gets to the final man. It's him and the final man, and then the show ends. Just like that. We never know who wins between the 100 men and the Gorilla.
It's like Rocky versus Apollo, where you see them both throw the punch, but we never see who lands it.
like Rocky.
Yeah, like Rocky.
It would suck if this fight was actually really good, and then you don't get the ending.
The very end, it cuts off like AEW did. Just cuts right off.
So there we have it. That is the
and then they double charge you too. Just so they did double charge.
So just to give a quick recap of everything before we get on out of your hair: Great Balls of Fire, North Korea. This is XPW Great Balls of Fire in the stadium where Collision in Korea took place on Vimeo, $49.99 with ads, endless buffering, no replay. Commentary by John Laurinaitis, Mike Adamley, Val Venus, Tony Hitchcliffe. Sponsored by Livestrong, CryptoZoo, MapQuest, MySpace, Circuit City, 4chan, Joe Exotic for President, Donda Academy, Enron, and Tesla. GM'd by the Anonymous Brawler GM Laptop and Vince Russo, with a theme song, Mashing Up, Ignition by R. Kelly, Bad Boy by Diddy, HH by Ye, Rooftops by Lost Prophets on the Rice Censor theme, with Ben Stein being the ring announcer. This is going to take place over 5 days, 2 matches a day, pre-show every night, at random times between North Korea propaganda and 3D. So the pre-show that happens every night is a 120-minute Iron Man match between Goldberg and Ryback for the Speed title, where the spear is banned. This goes to a time limit draw with no sudden death. JBL will secure the border throughout the night for your entertainment. James Ellsworth vs. Velveteen Dream will face off in a hard drive on a pole match, with the winners being Big Boss Man, Chris Hansen, and Society at Large.
Actually, for the JBL match, he makes it. It looks like he's gonna actually win and secure it, but at the end, he gets overwhelmed, and you just see him getting crushed, and his arms reaching out through, and then he just gets overtaken.
That would be a good one.
And we don't hear about JBL. We don't hear anything from JBL again.
But like I said, it's not just at one time. This is throughout the night. We just keep seeing random clips of him trying to defend it.
And then the next 3 matches will happen simultaneously, with Vito versus Viscera in an evening gown match for the Divas title that Vito wins. Black Rain versus Kerwin White in an Inferno match that Kerwin White wins. And then a White Boy Challenge gauntlet as Rodney Mack takes on the Brian Kendrick, Ludwig Borgia, Hakeem the African Dream, Ole Anderson, and Hulk Hogan, with Hulk Hogan burying him because that doesn't work for me, brother. Then we got the working 6-man tag match: Isaac Yankem, Repo Man, and Steven Regal versus the Goon, IRS, and Fantasio, with Team Goon taking the win. Reverend Devon and God will face Kiss Demon and Damian Demento, with God betraying Devon after the win and Mordecai's debut. Money in the Bank for a wrestler contract between Paul Heyman, James Mitchell, Michael Cole, Miss Elizabeth, Sonny, Stokely Hathaway, Tony Khan, and Shelton Benjamin's mom, with a random kid in the audience getting the briefcase. Butterbean and Cheeseburger face off in an anus explosion death match, with Butterbean getting the win. Then there's a Stand By Your Man double elimination mixed tag 5-way. Mark Henry, Mae Young with Handy, Paul Burchill and Kaylee Burchill with Mr. Sacco, Stacy Keebler, David Flair, Dawn Marie, Al Wilson, Al Snow and Head, with the Burchills winning with Mr. Sacco encouraging a kiss. Samoan Rules Bounce House Battle Royal with all of our bad book verse gimmicks. We listed those earlier on. I don't want to go through that mouthful again, but Kane on one bad day finally has a good day, beating out all the gimmicks. And then Giant Gonzalez, Great Khali, Hornswoggle, Eva Marie, Bastion Booger, King Kong Bundy, and Shockmaster face off in the Ultimate X, which the Shockmaster shocks the world and wins. And lastly, we got 100 Men versus Gorilla Monsoon, where we get to the final man, and we don't know how it ends. And that wraps up XPW Great Balls of Fire.
I'd totally watch that.
Oh,
what
yeah.
What are we giving this book verse? Verse, what are we giving it?
Hey, this is 550.
This is the best book verse ever.
I might cry on this one. This might be the one where I cry on it.
I'd pay to see that.
Writing the builds to this would make me viscerally upset.
that Ultimate X, having the right promos for Giant Gonzalez, Great Khali, Eva. I don't even know who's the good. None of them are good on the mic.
The best on the mic is Hornswoggle.
Yeah, and he doesn't even talk.
I don't know. The Shockmaster might be able to pull out a banger.
Well, the thing is, the Shockmaster, like after the helmet thing failed, they like just made him like a normal guy. He was like pretty much a plumber.
Should have had him in that working man match.
So, as we wrap
and
up,
Ole Anderson is actually the voice of the Shockmaster.
Oh, really? That wasn't him himself?
No.
Damn, he was a racist and a plumber at the same time?
No, so the voice is Ole Anderson.
Yeah.
But the actual Shockmaster is somebody else.
That's insane.
What the fuck's his name? From the Natural Disasters. Well, no, after that first promo where he fell through the wall, it isn't actually him. It's Ole Anderson doing the voice. But he's off stage and he doesn't realize at first that he fell through.
I gotta watch that before I watch Collision in Korea tonight.
Yeah, the Shockmaster, it's Tugboat or Typhoon. And he went to WCW and they made him the Shockmaster, but the voice of the Shockmaster in the original promo is Ole Anderson.
Love that. True wrestling historian. Damone's been on it with the wrestling history today. For all the worst reasons, but he's been on it. Damone really does know about the worst wrestling to ever happen.
Yeah, where do you think I get TCW ideas from?
God.
I'm not here to give you good shows.
Let us wrap up for the night. So, Hi-Fi Mike, can we find you anywhere yet?
Nope, leave me alone.
All right, D-Money, what about you?
You can find me on anything not owned by I almost said Tesla or Tessa. Not owned by Elon Musk or them. Not owned by any of those people. At dumbmoney213. So DAMONEYT13.
And Bad Guy, tell them about your 37 shows.
Yank 'em, we want the goon. All right. So catch me on social medias at Bad Guy Spoken. Catch the Bad Guy Spoken podcast on YouTube's, and you can also catch Unbiased. See TK like this, and you can see Hood Movie Review all your favorite and not so favorite Hood movies, and you can also catch Not a Real Court where we argue things like best fruit because we're never doing best vegetable, but I did propose to do best vegetable for the 100th episode. I did propose that. Talk about and last one, was the last show? Geek in the Sheets.
Motherfucking sheets.
Geek in the motherfucking sheets. We talk all things anime, Marvel, DC, and porn. We had a porn episode.
What?
Yeah, it got out of hand. Oh
yeah,
we ended up doing
on that show. Yeah, I know that shit. That was like EDP doing his top 200 porn stars on there.
It got out of hand really quickly. It was
having a hentai.
I guess I'm watching that before Collision in Korea.
Watch them simultaneously.
Yeah, I'm gonna do those songs simultaneously. The opener for this show, and then I'm gonna do like fucking Geek in the Sheets, Collision in Korea, and the Shockmaster promo at the same time.
And saying it got out of hand and talking about porn is kind of crazy. But yeah,
I don't think it got out of hand personally.
He is
gooning. He is gooning.
Jacob.
We want the goon. I think that's all the shows.
Yeah, if you want to find me anywhere, first of all, you can check us all out on Dropkick to the Wrestling social media app, where we can make lists of our favorite matches and or shows. So it's an app and or a website, Dropkick with a D at the end. There is Lil X Fudge, myself, and there's also the Book It Wrestling podcast on there. So check us out and share your favorite wrestling takes on there. As well as Blue Sky, you can find me Lil X Fudge or Heel Pepsi Man. I made it to where those are both my display names to make it easier on you. And lastly, if you got some fucking creator wrestlers and you play on PC for 2K25, Heel Pepsi Man and Reach for the Ropes Wrestling Discussion Group, we be talking in there sometimes, I guess. And that's where you can interact with us more personally. With that said, that has been an episode of Book It. See ya.
Bye.